Hey guys, it's Tony Horton, Gracie. I'm here with professional wrestler, champion wrestler, Ruby Flyer. Tonight we're going to show you how to transition from a Kimura or double wrist lock to the Z-lock. Okay, let's talk about the Z-lock. Let's talk about how you can see it two ways. You can see it in an attacking kind of way or an offensive way. Or you can see it in a defensive way. When he grabs my lapel, from there, I'll bring around, I'll see his elbow back, and then I'll use my chest to push him down. Attacking way and defensive way. Key essential detail of the Z-lock. Number one, you want to make sure you have his pinky up. That way you can turn. You can compress the wrist and you can turn. So if his hand was straight down, I would reach over to the pinky. I would grab, some people say bring it up here, but I can just do this and turn. Same thing if he's grabbing, his thumb is up, so I am going to reach over, grab, and pull back. Now my chest can help with the Z-lock. Key essential detail number two, just because I'm reaching over, I still want to use my forearm, my elbow, my tricep and bicep to put my head in it like a nest in case he wants to use that hand to hit. If I just reach right over, he can use that hand to slap me in the face. So I'll reach over, put my head in the nest, that way if he starts hitting, I got a block and then bring him over. So when I grab, it's not so much I want to keep pulling over like I'm trying to bend him over. All I want to do is pull so his pinky's up and then I want to turn it. Now if I turn it this way, he can move his body and run away from the lock. So from there, I'm going to grab the inside of his elbow and I'm going to push his arm that way as I compress this way. Kind of like a Z that makes him fall down. So I'll grab, pull over, bring his elbow in, compress his wrist down. You okay? A lot of ways we can use the Z-lock. Someone grabs you, maybe you're in a grapple, but we're going to show how we can transition the Z-lock from a Kimura or a failed Kimura. Now, the way that I like to do the standing Kimura is I like to swim, pinch my elbow and my cheek together to pinch his hand for a minute. I like to swim this hand over and push. Now that I have this, I just like to open up, step down, grab the Kimura, and I have his body blocked by my X guard. Now I'll take my hand and I'll push as I pull. So what happens if you go for your Kimura and as soon as you swim over, he starts pulling his hand away? Yes, I'm out of it. My body's transitioned. He can come at me and strike me, push me away. So from there, as I swim over, as his arm tries to escape, it pulls out. This hand is going to clamp it. As his hand goes away, I'll clamp it. Guess what? This little piggy pinky is scum up, so I'll turn back over to my chest. I'll bring his elbow in, and I have his Z-lock. So what happens if I do get my Kimura, but I actually come all the way around, kind of like you see Sakuraba, and he ends up with a bear hug. So what I mean is we're clenched up. I come all the way around for the Kimura. Oh my gosh, he's bear hugging me now. So he's bear hugging me now. I don't have the Kimura, but look what's happening. So he can hold on, he's leaving one hand flapping. So from right there, I'm gonna grab this pinky's up, I'm gonna break it away. Look what I have right here, a Z-lock. I'll open up, and as I step over, I'm just gonna dive for his elbow with this hand. Wah! So variation number 3, we're already on the ground. He's in my closed guard. He's got his hands on my stomach, trying to posture up. I'm going to go in and bring him off, holding his wrist. I'm going to decide which arm to Kimura. I'm going to hit the ground. I'm going to swim over, figure 4, and as I fall back, I'm going to push the Kimura right behind him. So what happens though if he pulls his hand out when I swim over for the Kimura? So from right here, I break his posture, I bring his hands down, I break up, I swim over, but he pulls his hand out. Oh my gosh, now I'm in a weird position. He's gonna punch me right in the face. So we're gonna do the same thing. When my hand reaches over, I'm gonna clamp down, pinky up, and pull him back in for my Z-lock. So I break him down, I open, I come over, he's sneaking away, I grab his pinky, I pull him back in, Z-lock style. I grab his hand, wrist, pinky up. Now my hand is gonna come around, I'm gonna find the inside of his elbow, and I'm just gonna turn back into a closed guard, which is gonna bring him into the Z-lock. There you guys have it. There's 3 variations of how you can transition a failed Kimura into a Z-lock. Guerrilla Hapkido. This has been your host, Tony Horton. Gracie. You okay?
Uh-huh.